All right, welcome back, everyone. 欢迎大家回来。今天是第82天 is day 82, business as usual. Kind of getting into the groove of doing the filling, right? We're blocking out a few vocabulary words. Maybe they'll become consistent a little bit by wrapping all the meanings together or ways to get around. The goal of the blocking is I enter as many words as I can that gets me back to the primary meaning. Hopefully that works out the way I think it's gonna work out. Like for this one, as we're going over these mistakes. So, 先 right, 先后. 先后 would be after, but this is successive. The successively or successive, which I think of immediately after one, right? Right after. I would typically think right after. Which is closer because firstly after. Which is where I get like first and after. Although before is this subscribed word to this. So this says before after. Which before after is like it's more like first after. So immediately after, firstly after, right after, successfully. So that's kind of like my line of thought going down, kind of like going this way. This one is summons. That's just gotta know. Sword to the sword, threaten, right? You threaten with a sword because of the summons. You're summoning someone. Not the greatest. This was, how did I screw this one up? The heck? Oh, because of Zhu. It could be anyone, but it's Zeus. Zhu. Given 100%, every means. I wrote a couple down. I don't know how I feel until I hit the sentences. But every means, giving it your all, by any means. And run, instead of what do I think sometimes on this? Oh, re. It's the same format, but same. So baiban, what did I add for this? Yeah, by every means. Giving it all, fully, everything, entirely, completely. Yes. All means, every way might be. Okay. All right, let's find out. They'll come back around again. Guess I got them wrong. Okay. All right, let's hop in.
洗澡
洗澡. Yeah, 洗澡. Take a bath, makes sense. To wash yourself in the bath. To bathe. 我每天早上洗脚。他在洗脚。对，
洗澡发票
So this left one is missiles. to send out a ticket, right? When you finish your work, you typically send out to your clients a ticket or an invoice or a receipt. Yeah. Something can be said about bill. I might. Which it's kind of like a ticket too. That's fine. 我需要一 guessing that's 张 or 一张发票
我需要一张发票。
一张 okay 一张发票张 for flat things 开一张发票开一张发票
开一张发票。
then okay 发票
发票，老百姓，
老百姓 oh common people old 100 surnames. So the 100 surnames that have been around since old age represents the common people. Yeah, the ordinary folks. 老百姓老百姓的 interests. That is not the interest I'm used to. So that's Lee something. Lee something. Wow, that's an interesting character too.
老百姓的利益。
利益老百姓的利益 instead of interest. Oh, it might be a different type of interest. I can kind of see a separation of the interests of the common people versus personal interest or like that type of interest. 兴趣 right 兴趣 oh 兴 oh oh jeez
老百姓，碰见，
碰见 to bump and see to run into. When you run into someone, you're literally figuratively bump into someone and look up and see it's someone you already know. Okay, I think this one's fine. To run into, to encounter is one too. To encounter. What the poodle? Blue poodle? What the heck? The blue poodle? Maybe it's another Qing? No, that doesn't sound right. 你 something 我昨晚 last night 昨晚碰见谁了？碰见谁了？
你猜我昨晚碰见谁了？
你猜我昨晚碰见谁了？我碰见他了。哎，
碰见，咱们，
okay. Makes sense now. I wonder how this they didn't maybe make an extra note on how does this work. 咱们wait, how did they say it again?
咱们三个。
咱们三个 we three 咱们三个 instead of 我们三个咱们三个 咱们喝一杯. I feel like one of them is more formal, one of them is more casual, or something of that nature.
咱们
okay.
洗澡
洗澡
碰见
碰见
发票
发票
咱们老百姓
All right, 5 more vocabulary today. 姓名 yeah, 姓名 surname and name put together is full name, yeah. Holy sentence. 我记下了他的姓名. Okay, I wrote down. Oh, interesting. 记下了 for wrote down. I feel like it's more like wrote down here instead of 写下了. 中国人的姓名中国人的姓名姓在前 Oh yeah, Chinese names in the front. Yeah, they flip the names. 姓在前 surname is in the front, and 名在后 the given name is after. It's at the back or it's after. Back or after.
姓名碰到
which is still the same. To bump into, to run in. Okay, they got to run into, also to encounter. 碰到我昨天碰到他我昨天 by chance. Oh, I keep forgetting this one. It's like E.
我昨天刚巧碰到他。
Not even close. 草跟草跟草 by chance. 我昨天跟草碰到他。我昨天在城里碰到一个老同学 老同学 old classmate. Oh, that's how you wow, you literally just place old in front of 同学 Huh.
我昨天在城里碰到一个老同学。
Yeah, 城里 in this it actually says yesterday in the city or city place or an area or something. Kind of reminds me of city or shortened city. Bumped into an old classmate yesterday. Maybe it's a bigger phrase.
碰到热狗
热狗 oh my gosh. Hot dog. Hot dog's a hot dog. 我不喜欢吃热狗。I haven't had a hot dog in a while actually.
白云，
白云 okay. White cloud is white cloud. All right. 白云。蓝 so 蓝天白云。蓝天白云好看。好看 beautiful
蓝天白云，好看极了。
极了。好看极了。What is this? It's a counter though.
一朵白云，
一朵 Oh, it might not be. Yeah, it's probably count. 一朵白云。鸟 鸟 shape waitress bulldog 的白云。
鸟形状的白云。
Oh, it's still a zhuang. Interesting. A different zhuang. 形状 shaped 形状。I said shape because of Japanese. How can you stop doom scrolling on social media and get to studying? I don't know. What do you do when you get to studying? This is my doom scroll. Well, there is a caveat to doom scrolling. I didn't start, so that's probably something that I have to keep in mind. I didn't start doom scrolling before I did this. So I don't really stop what I didn't start. However, whenever you study, how'd you get to studying? You studied before. I would probably start with something that causes you to focus on whatever that allows you to get started on studying first and then build from there. Weighing two different equilibrium, right? The urge to doom scroll and the urge to study. Elevate the urge to study. I don't know what that is, obviously, but for you, whatever you can incentivize to study. I can give an example here. If I doom scroll, well, when I'm doom scrolling, I'm not streaming. So I elevate all my incentives for streaming, and doom scrolling would not be able to compete with that. However, I can't really answer that question personally because I don't choose to doom scroll before anything else. It's fairly low priority. I think I doom scroll maybe 1% of the time. If I need a story to talk about, I will doom scroll for it right before stream. So in the morning, if I don't have a story to talk about to bring to the stream, I'll doom scroll for one. It's fairly, in my opinion, it's low-hanging fruit, but there's a lot to be said about doom scrolling, or the content that's on doom scroll. Doom scrolling friendly. Largely because I'm partial to criticizing. I'm very, very biased to criticizing short form information. Largely because short form information doesn't have all the information. Buying. Wait. Buying.
白云，
Buying. How do you say it's so weird?
小狗，
小狗. A small dog is a puppy. A puppy dog? Huh. That's true. That is a phrase. 它没有小狗。它是我的小狗。 可爱的小狗。Do I also criticize generative AI? Can't really criticize something that doesn't exist. But if you're talking about like LLMs and stuff, yeah, sure. There are critiques about LLMs. There's a difference. I'm not sure if you're talking about criticizing in terms of having an opinion. An opinion is not a critique to me. What do you mean it doesn't exist? Yeah, generative AI doesn't exist yet. AI exists. That's broad enough to encompass what we have now, but generative AI does not. Generative AI is a little bit more divisive. To call it generative AI.
小狗，姓名，
You just generated many pictures. What were they called at? Procedurally based on datasets. So it didn't. You generated it, the act of generating it, but you said generative AI, not AI that generates things. Two different things. I mean, obviously one is an action and the other one is an adjective. The AI generatively did not create something emergent. It is created on datasets. So it generated pictures. The AI generated pictures, but it itself did not generate that. It didn't come up with the idea. Buy-in. Oh, whoops. Click 3. You can generate a, like, for example, LLMs are great at generating conversation. It can't lead a conversation, but it can generate a conversation. You know, just have the AI come up to you and it's like, hey, you know, you never talk about this, but I am interested in how my relationship with this particular user is. May I tell you about this particular user without you asking? That would be generative AI, in my opinion, personally. Other people do use the phrase generative AI for the current things. For myself, I'm like on the fence about it. An AI won't approach you with a novel topic. It is generated off your input. So it can generate conversations and pictures off your ideas, but it itself is not it. Let's see. What is the bump into? 碰到
碰到，
碰到 I just realized the other one's gonna need additions.
小狗，白云，热狗，大腿，
way. Okay. I'm gonna have to add back. Yeah, we're gonna have to add that back. To bump into or run into. Otherwise it's gonna be marked wrong, right? way. 我的大腿太 thick 了。What the heck is thick?
我的大腿太粗了。
粗了。我的大腿太粗了。我的大腿疼。我的大腿疼。
我的大腿痛。
痛 Oh, it's 痛 not 疼。痛。How does that work? To moon, silver moon. Oh no.
大
Basement.
腿碰面
To meet. Oh man, to bump face. Picture yourself bumping your face against someone every time you meet them. There's a lot of synonyms that kind of overlap. Okay, so the idea is to meet face to face, right? That's probably what we're gonna use. 在咖啡馆 Oh, 咖啡枪 They use something else. 蛋 Oh, 蛋咖啡蛋碰面
在咖啡厅碰面。
Oh, it's ting. Oh, that is ting. Dang it. 咖啡厅 I don't have ting yet. Jeez. 咖啡厅 It could have been guan. But we have guan. So then we have dan and ting still. 碰面中午 What? Alright. You're not. You look like Xing, but you aren't Xing. 中午 something 他碰面跟
中午与他碰面。
与他 Jeez. Okay.
碰面和
Oh, hey, we got he finally to fit. Oh boy, here we go. Harry Potter is inside the electricity plant, which is full of dangerous hot voltage wires. Go on. He puts on rubber gloves on each hand and they fit perfectly. To protect his feet, he uses a spell to turn his feet into hands too. The protective gloves now can fit there too. Okay. Okay, we just gotta imagine. Alright. Fit. I need some examples here. To compose. 和成. So we have 成, which is to change. Or to change into, to turn into. A fit equals compose. Not quite sure about that one. Early. Reasonable to fit here? Or to fit inside reasonable? Shi. I don't have anything on shi, so that's not helpful. Jie. I don't have anything on jie yet. And not that either. So I don't know where fit is coming from. I have no idea where fit is coming from. I guess we're stuck with gloves. All right. So gloves, hands everywhere. Rubber gloves. Rubber gloves protect from all the electricity stuff. Hands are. Right. I think we're gonna have trouble with this one for a while.
和
Wait, what are the others? Can we, it's fit? Yeah, okay.
许
She permit. I don't know where this is coming from either. Okay. So, oh, this one's tough too. No final. She is okay. Professor is in the basement of the house where he is being confined. He is not permitted to leave until the sundial. Holy heck, I forgot that's a sundial. Sundial in the middle of the basement indicates that it is noon. Alright, noon and sundial is put together. The problem is that there is no sun. So the sundial does not work at all. He tries to explain to the person blocking the door that he has a permit to leave since it should be noon, but his words bounce off his head with no effect. Oh no. It's not good. This one's great. Alright. So he's in the basement, right? And he has a sundial. The crappy part about the basement is there's no sun, but he's pretty sure it's noon. And he tries to explain to the person that he has a permit to leave since it should be noon. Leaving the house. He is not permitted to leave the house until sundown in the middle of the basement indicates that it is noon. The problem is there's no sun. Alright. Can I get some words that might be helpful? Perhaps. Yeah. She. To permit already. Perhaps? Doesn't help me out. Whoa, she. Or permit. Permit or maybe, that's kinda okay. Like a choice. Maybe. So to permit a choice, maybe. And then I don't have anything on Yun. Yun Shi. Which is probably where this comes from. Well, that's gonna suck. That's 2 in a row.
许 信
Faith. My prototypic word for 信 is 信用卡, which is credit card that has I guess have faith using a card. 信用卡, credit card. That's interesting. Faith, credit. That's a bit of a stretch. Or maybe believe me? Or faith, confidence, or faith, heart, 信心. Is that the same sing? Sing. Xena is in the bathroom of the infirmary, reapplying some bandages after losing a battle. Sure. She's feeling distraught. Gets on her knees and says the words Warrior God, please show me a sign to help reaffirm my faith. The words circle around the room until suddenly transforming into Slender Man. Xena's faith is restored after seeing this miracle. Slender Man? Oh, there's believe. Okay, it is the same one. Believe. Like Xing Xing or Zhi Xing. Oh yeah. Ji. Ji. Zhi. Yeah. Zhi Xing. So confidence in oneself, faith in oneself. Where's Xing Xing? Oh my gosh, there's Xing Yong Ka. Credit card. Xing Dai. Credit. I guess credit deals with faith. There's no, the one that I am thinking of is not here. Mi Xing. I guess we have Zhi Xing for faith or belief. Okay, sure.
Xing.
Got some tough ones tomorrow.
大腿
And it's gone. Sundial. Words. Who's in the basement of the house? No. No. Yeah, anyone could be in the basement of the... Who is Professor X? Anyone could be in the basement of the house doing this. Not good enough. We gotta need something here. Something that Professor X can do. I don't know. Professor X uses his psychic powers or something to know that it's noon outside. Whoops. Wrong tone. 1-4 mix up.
碰面 许
This could be anyone as well.
和 信
Yeah, those three are gonna be trouble tomorrow. E. T's fine, right? Because of to bring up, to raise, brought up, to mention. I would even say to increase. T. Timmy Turner is inside the living room of the house, right? Being scolded by his parents. They keep on bringing up all the things he did wrong. Like that one time he wished the sun was gone, okay? Or that other time he turned all of his fingers into extendable pointers. He is grounded until he stops wishing for weird things and until he brings up his grades. Yeah, to raise or increase his grades. Yeah, as opposed to the other way around. So they covered all three of the meanings. Mention. 提到. Sure. Mention is already yes. 提起. To raise, to raise. To raise, to get up. To raise, to raise. Refine. 提炼. Yeah, to refine as in to increase in whatever the right thing is. 小提醒. Small. Bring up. What? Oh, is this what? No, it doesn't even sound like violin either. Huh. 提醒. Remind. 提醒. How does that work? Star and bottle.
He.
So he's grounded in. Okay. Me turn is grounded. Is being scalded. Bringing up that. Okay, bringing up the many times he wished for weird things. Okay. All right. All right.
记
Ooh, a second calculate. What was the first calculate? 注. No, 数. I think. Yeah. Jimmy Neutron is in the bathroom. All right. He's of the house. Lots of houses. Less context. On the toilet. Okay. Playing the crossword game. Oh, I see what you did there. He is trying to calculate the optimal strategy to solve the puzzle in record time before he is done going to the bathroom. Plan. Calculate. Nope. That's not the word I'm thinking of. So, what give me a word. Oh, it is. Or plan. 计划. Oh, but that's not安排 or something. Oh, 计算 计算 is gonna be helpful. Oh wait, swan is calculate. That's a, oh no, swan, wait, swan is not. What the heck was swan? No, that bamboo, eyes, and a fence. Wait, is swan not a calculate? Bamboo, eyes, and fence. Superman. Oh no. I could have sworn I already... Wait. Yeah, it is calculate. But... Oh, I wasn't thinking... No, I was thinking of the wrong one. I was thinking of Swan, but... How's this calculate? Superman is in the bathroom of the pawn shop. What? Which is full of eyes. They all piled into... Oh, he was using his X-ray vision to count how many eyeballs it is. They all piled into a corner. Oh, Sue is number. Okay, they piled into a corner. Fence made of bamboo. Superman hire used to calculate how many, but instead he's calculate how many days. I need Sue at some point. I need to look at Sue again. Expect. That doesn't help. G. Doesn't help. Alright, so we got, I guess, calculate plus calculate. He's one. Alright, he's one. You got me. Me neutron calculating. Crossword. It's not every day you use a pun. Okay.
记举
Gee, oh no, it's to lift up. Oh, jeez. Oh gosh, it's another stalk. Corn stalk. Ow. This character looks like a beanstalk, but with one less horizontal stroke. Yeah, it is in fact a corn stalk, which does not grow as high as a beanstalk. Okay. Alright. I got you. Sort of. I got you. It's fine. And it's to lift up, as in like lift up in spirit, or what are we talking about in lift? Oh my goodness, a space capsule? Oh jeez. I mean, I can kind of see it. I'm gonna add capsule here. This component depicts a futuristic space capsule that can fly through space. On the outside are two zippers connected at the ground to some flying fins. Sure. Inside is a depiction of someone sitting down and controlling. Those are pretty good. What's the inside supposed to be? A drop and a modified handle or something? Ugh. We're getting to the point where pretty much there's lots of new things all at once. I sense the tension. Oh my gosh, this is G. Well, it's our second G. We had G already. So Julius Caesar is in the basement, okay, of the house, where he is trying to lift up an old space capsule. Okay, I see it. Space capsule with a bunch of corn stalks tied together. He pulls and is able to lift up the space capsule. They can move it to somewhere else. It'll be a secret weapon when he reconquers the world. Okay, the reconquering the world thing kind of helps with Julius Caesar. Ah, heck, it's rays. Alright, I'm gonna add 2 rays and raise up. Not that dissimilar to T. Lift weights, okay. So literally lifting, okay. 举重 to lift weights, to lift kettlebells. I'm okay with that. Give an example. To raise an example. Julie. To raise your hand, okay. I got you. 举手 枚举 to enumerate. I'm not even sure. Enumerate. Innumerable. I'm not even sure about innumerable. Innumerable. It's like unable to be counted, right? Jeez, innumerable. All right, we're screwed. I'm not. This is gonna be a bad day tomorrow.
举
Okay.
提 举
Oh, I missed. I missed. I wrote life. Whoops.
记
Ugh. I do want to add something. What were we adding? It was one of the vocab phrases. Well, we'll find it. We'll find it. All right, time to lock in. Okay.
吹了
那笔生意吹了。
I don't remember this. This one is different. Fela.
火腿
他每天吃火腿。
No.
地段
最热闹的地段。
It's still a section of the floor. An area is still a section of the floor.
卡通
我喜欢看。
花瓶
桌子上有个花瓶。
Mouthful. Okay.
吹牛，
他就爱吹牛。
卡片，
借书卡片，
That's not a clown, but I did put a clown in. Mouth guard.
庭院，
我喜欢在庭院看书。
请，不，
That's a section. A part is a section. I'm like, what the heck? Whoops. Wait. Oh, the typo. Yeah, typo.
"多云，
今天多云，
地板，
他躺在地板上。
家庭，
我的家庭有6个人。
鱼，瓶子，
给我一个空瓶子。
忙，意，当，租，法，
The heck? Oh, come on. Oh no. Right? I'm like, wait. Hold up. No. Hold up. I legitimately am drawing a blank on this. Why am I drawing a blank on I? I'll come back around. Oh, just kidding. Oh. Right?
木
Something about Mulan though. That's it. Applying red ink to her literal eyes so that she looks more manly. I did that. All right.
百般
他百般努力。
Oh no.
而是
他不是老师，而是学生。
Okay, or sure, rather. Yes. Thank you, sentence. It helps.
早就
这件事早就结束了。
I usually think of this as already done, but it's a 50-50. I added already. Let's try long ago. Yeah.
给人手
这个项目需要更多的人手。
路段
请在这个路段慢慢开车。
交朋友
他爱交朋友。
然物听见
我能听见下雨声。
思想
他的思想境界比我高。
遮，外交，
外交通向和平，
公司，
公司给他1个月的假，
司机，
我是计程车司机，
起火，
房子起火了，
商店，
商店几点关门？
就是说，
就是说，质量不合格。
交给，
信是我当面交给他的，
可见，
星星今晚很可见。
会，见，不过，
不过还是谢谢你。
他们，
他们贵不贵？
语言，
我最喜欢的语言是中文。
认识，
你认识他吗？
教育，
他受过大学教育。
其他，
有些语言比其他语言难学。
听，公平，
生活是不公平的。
主页，
你可以在主页上找到更多信息。
你可以到主页 主页向我到更多信息。wait. Universal page. Oh, the master page. No, different. Master. Oh boy.
表面，
地球的表面，
咪，虽说，
虽说认识他很久了，
您们
几时走？
可能
可能会下雨。
门票，
他买不起门票。
雨，爬山，
我可能会去爬山。
雨，拉票，
他们正在街头拉票。
网站，
汉字英雄是个很棒的网站。
几千，
几千年的时间，
向往，
向往幸福的新生活。
运河，
运河开航了。
读音，
这个汉字的读音，
呼，运，气味，
一股馨香的气味。
中秋节，
中秋节时你应该吃一些月饼。
西南，
他在我们的西南方。
方便，
那天对我来说不方便。
草，英语，
他的英语说得非常好。
主要，
家庭主要成员。
课，收音机，
我用收音机听音乐。
前往，
乘机前往香港。
十几，
我拍了10几张照片。
The heck? Oh, this one's going to be a tough one, right? That's fine.
体，
We got it. We got it. It's fine.
毛笔，
我喜欢用毛笔写的字。
电影院，
我不喜欢去电影院。
I keep thinking there's an R in theater. Oh. I misspelled. What? Wait, did I not? Hold up. Wait. What? Captain. Oh, meaning. Oh, meaning. Oh, jeez. It's asking for meaning, not not the read. Oh, jeez. Uh, I'm like, what is going on?
身旁，进来，
外面很冷，快进来。
有，科学，
科学很无聊。
雪，左右手，
他是我的左右手。
放火，
不要放火烧这个。
收，修，网友，
网友是真正的朋友吗？
所以，
天太冷，所以我不去了。
日期，
你可以改日期吗？
课，吗？
Oh, wait. It's wrong thing. Wrong 1-4 mix up. It's 4. 1-4 mix up. What the heck is Huang Kai to separate? I think I'm gonna add this. Oh. Oh no, that is actually inaccurate. Wait. Oh no, that one's on me. That one's inaccurate. That was 2. It's fast, right? Fast change. Or joyous, fast, joyous. I was thinking of change, but it's not. It's fast. Or it's joyous. Joyous is what I was thinking of. So when I typed Juan, I was thinking of Juan. Yeah. So that's what I meant by separate. So I actually read that incorrectly by accident.
大家，
大家都很开心。
I was reading. I typed, thinking Huang Kai. No, Huang Kuai, right? Huang Kuai. But I was thinking in my head Huang Kai, which is, I don't even know if that's a word. But I was thinking of Huan to change as opposed to joyous. And then I was thinking, what goes with change? It is about separating. But it's not what I was typing out, which is a little weird. I had two different things going on at the same time.
入
So this is 欢快.
欢快
Yeah,
欢快的曲调，
which is lively because it's fast, joyous. Fast, joyous. That's okay. I think one of them was sketch. That was an honest mix-up, confusion there. But I don't think I wouldn't have gotten it. Should have looked at it more closely. So that means we can go over yesterday's. Actually, how far do they go by default? So we go over whatever default we have in the last 3 days to make sure we don't get those correct. I'm thinking this is probably a very excellent way to go about it as we're doing the next couple things. These are tough. These next ones. Tomorrow is going to be a tough one. All of these are lacking finals, and they could be any character except for one of them. I think one of them has context. Let's see. So what was this? This was a corn stalk. And space capsule. Okay. Sundial. Who's in the sundial? Oh, this needs context. Psychic powers, right? Psychic powers. I don't know how psychic powers tell that the outside is noon, but it's soon noon, but the words bounce off the guy. Permits. So, right. Chu. And then this is the glove thing. Gloves, so rubber gloves, electricity plants, and it could be anyone. Someone turned their feet into hands. Was it Jimmy Neutron? No. It has to be someone. It could, no. It can't be Jimmy. Why do I want to? Oh, it's Harry. Yeah. Harry used, it had to be someone that was using magic, but it's not Gandalf or Dumbledore. It can't be Dumbledore. And it was 2, so we had to go through all the magic stuff. Then this one was Xena. This one's okay. Xena was praying to the gods. That's what helps with that. But where was she? Infirmary, because she was recovering from an injury. In the bathroom. Yes. Yeah, these are gonna be tough. This one's fine because of legacy. I already know this as T. And then the space capsule, who was digging? Oh, G. Julius Caesar was pulling the space capsule out that was attached to corn stalks in the basement of the house. That's gonna be tough too. And what was this? The cross? Cross and words. Oh, crossword. Yeah, that's right. Crossword. This is a Jimmy Neutron one. Yeah. I think this is probably one of the hardest sets that all of these also we don't have, except for T. T is the weak. T is the most Sing is not too bad because both of these have words that I know. The other 4 are not good. And all the examples that they gave are not that great. G is not too bad because there's G, Ji Suan, calculate, helps with calculate. And then these 3 are gone. I have, or you have to work on these. We need vocabulary and stuff. That's probably so far easily one of the most newest sets, like back-to-back things with no vocabulary, no nothing. So I'm starting to feel like we're getting to the point now. We're getting close to the point where I have nothing to work with. And now we have to rely on all the characters that we've learned before and hope, because even if the mnemonics are okay, I think the mnemonics like are kind of okay, but you can kind of see the upper limit on the mnemonics now. Instead, I rely a lot on vocabulary that uses the characters, because I guess I'm still kind of leaning on how usually Duolingo do things, I suppose, or how I usually do things, where you take a prototypic word and you use that word to define the characters, and those characters then get moved into other words, and then you link them back to all the words. So all the words get associated. They all get grouped together by meaning, so they stack on top of each other. So whenever I need to remember, like, what is T? T-gao? T-gao is my prototypic word. To raise up or to improve. T-gao. And then, like, T, we didn't have anything, but Ji-suan works, is to plan or to calculate. And 信用卡, which is credit card, right? That's how come these are good and the other ones are like wait, what was a good word for this? This was, I don't even know the meaning of this one. Oh, to lift? Oh, to lift weights, lift heavy. So that's useful. And was fit. Oh, fit is gone. None of those words help me out. And then Shu. Shu is bring up, right? No. T is bring up. Shu is permit. No, I use a different one. Juan. We already have Juan. Instead, man, this one's probably the worst. These 2 are pretty gone. Gotta rely on the mnemonic alone. I think one of the silver linings about the way HanziHero works is the vocabulary is not blockaded by the character. So even if I continue, oh wait, no, now that I think about it, I think we're gonna change this, right? We're gonna change this as suggested, or as suggested by Josh. before. We're gonna change it so that the characters and the vocabulary are not relying on each other. So characters are not gating vocabulary words. I think I learned way more thinking in Chinese, which is how I learn most of the things. It's kind of funny because after a while, it's not because I'm translating, but it's because I know the words in order to know the meaning, the characters. So in a way, I look for words that are similar to the words I'm trying to learn versus I'm looking for the English word and then using what I know about the English word to learn the word. So we're kind of already at that phase in Chinese where like first I look for a word that would be similar to this word in Chinese as opposed to like looking for synonyms, right? I'm looking for synonyms or how do I describe this in Chinese before I look for the English translation. And it's taking me longer to translate in English over time. Maybe perhaps that's not what others naturally inclined to do, but is how I'm thinking about it right now. Especially reading. If I have to read, like what does this character sound like? Well, it sounds like this word, right? Like 小狗. So what does 狗 look like? Well, it looks like 小狗, and then you got 狗 in it. 狗 in it. So I don't know. That's interesting. Do I do that with Japanese right now? No, I don't do that with Japanese. I'm still doing it with the forward momentum on Japanese. It is still really, really tough. To immediately think of a word. Actually, the only time I think about the word is when it came up on Duolingo. Wanikani does not promote Wanikani and HanziHero does not promote learning from a word. Like, oh, here are all the words, you just have to remember these, and then these will serve as your going into the future with all your reads. And it does, Japanese also has multiple reads most of the time, so that can. Wanikani is stronger because my focus is focusing on kunyomi and onyomi juggling, and that's my only that's the primary focus in Wanikani. In HanziHero, I'm not focusing on that. I'm focusing on vocabulary to get my reads, which is interesting. It creates a different dynamic. It's so much easier to read vocabulary than to read the characters in isolation. Oh geez. All right. Oops. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. Jian. Sometimes I just write the pinyin and it's correct, but I didn't think about it, so I tend to hesitate. I'm like, oh wait, I wasn't consciously thinking about it. I just wrote it. Piao. It's kind of nice. Pinyin is like an extension of my hand now, or an extension of my thinking. So I only have to briefly think about the character I'm thinking about, and I can write the pinyin. It like they match up so well now. Youngmin. Youngmin. I don't know about this term. 老白老百姓老百姓姓名碰到 oh yeah, we gotta add these. I gotta adjust this. So 碰到 is to bump into, but I'm pretty sure 碰见 is not bump into, which it still means bump into. It's close enough. All of them is close enough. 搞白白云白云热狗大腿 Whoops. 汤面 is fine for meat, but this is not fine. To run into is also to bump into. That's good enough. Maybe bumped. Too. Okay. All right. Let's go over this stuff. So wait, is it? Oh, Professor X is actually SU. That's right. So with no final. Professor X, basement, house. Not permitted. Whoops. Not permitted to leave until the sundial. It's noon. But he knows it's gonna be noon soon, but the words he used bounces off. Bounces off the guards, right? Did I add an extra stroke? Am I being a pep? Oh, it's because the first stroke is throwing me off. Fine. Airy inside electricity plant. Conjuring up rubber gloves to protect his hands and feet. Fit his hand and feet, which are now hands. To fit, right? To fit. Okay. What do we have? Xena? No. Yes. Xena, bathroom. Recovering from something in the infirmary. Using her words to pray to the gods, and they manifest into a Slender Man, and somehow that restores her faith. Yes. Okay. Timmy Turner inside the house where his parents constantly brings up the different times where he was being a pep, wishing for like the sun to disappear, or his fingers, something about his fingers to become pointers, and won't be satisfied until he brings up his grades, right? Then we have Julius Caesar, basement, house, finding a spaceship or space capsule, I don't know, held down by corn stalks, and he tries to lift or hold it held up by corn stalks, and he tries to lift the space capsule up. Then we have Jimmy Neutron, bathroom, house, doing a crossword. Learn a cross plus word. That's something that Wanikani would do. Try to make like a play on words, and or a pun, a word pun, and or a Mad Lib, or like a near rhyme, which still pretty tough for me. I think conceptualizing an idea around things based on meaning is far more reliable. Near rhymes messes with my ears, because I think even though near rhymes is a thing that works well for someone maybe who's very reliant on one language, but it doesn't work really well with near rhymes if you're thinking in both directions, right? If you're relying on like Japanese sounds and or Chinese sounds to match up, then when you think of the English sounds, you might not think of them in the same way. It could also be a problem with like using pinyin and imagining things in Romaji. So Romaji and pinyin could interfere with that too. So whenever you say like, what is the most recent Wanikani one? Heyo. Heyo is supposed to come out as yo, right? But when I see this, I see he. He yo. So if I hear myself say hey yo, I write hey yo, because it's more about my ears. It's always listening comes first. So reading does not help, because if you think about it this way and then you try to read it, is he yo. So then you get hyo, not heyo. So that kind of stuff sucks. Like cloak. Cloak comes out way different. So kuroku. Right? Kuroku. That's what I get from cloak. Kuroku. But it's supposed to come out as Kyoku. Kyoku. And this stuff gets wild. I'm still getting used to it. I'm not even sure if I'm ever going to get used to that. It makes Wanikani like I spend at least double to 3 times the amount of effort to remember what the mnemonics are from Wanikani. Here, you just gotta remember the concept. The concept is all you need. So, although some of the mnemonics are a little weak on that point sometimes, because like every time I say, oh, anyone could be lifting a capsule, Anyone can be in the basement of a house attempting to lift a space capsule off of corn stalks. So it could have been like like Hulk. It could have been Hulk that's lifting, or it could be it could be Professor X lifting it with his mind. But see, if you use something like Julius Caesar, the nice thing about Zhu is because he's trying to lift the space capsule to use it as a weapon to reconquer the world or something. That's related to Julius Caesar because Julius Caesar is a conqueror. So that stuff works really well provided there's enough context, but it's not the same across the board. It's not consistent across the board, which is where the ones that are the weakest are the ones that I have to focus on to add more context. Like, anyone could be here. I need something to ground the character into the environment. But this one is so much quicker because you have the flexibility. You have the ability to add and change the mnemonic on the fly, while in Wanikani, you have to think of a near rhyme to replace it, unless you just want to forget and forego anything that was reiterated in Wanikani. Like, oh, we're just not going to use ketsu for ketsup for ketsu, or what's another one? Cats. Katsu for cats, or hitsu. Hitsu for hits. So I had to remember a whole other section of extra near rhymes. And that's how I'm getting across the Wanikani situation, where I repeat and categorize all the near rhymes that ko and ko get used to. Here, I just have to get used to that system and then tie in all the places. Overall, Kevin is very consistent. Like, I'm not saying it's inconsistent as in all the time. It's inconsistent as in there are times when some of the mnemonics drop context clues, but you can add them back. You can easily add them back. Obviously, there's also a time period issue. Basically, if none of these characters resonate with you, you can either learn about them, which means extra effort, right? Which you may not want to do. Or you're like me, and I think me and Kevin, I still think I'm older than Kevin. However, I feel like Kevin uses mnemonics that even he himself is not familiar with. I think the best example would be Xena. I'm pretty sure Xena is a little bit before his time, largely because of how he phrases the mnemonics. It kind of tells me that he's not that familiar with Xena. Professor X is good. Hulk, like all the SpongeBob, Patrick, and all of them, they're closer. And I stuck with these things a lot longer. So, like, I still watch Fairly Odd Parents or something. So you can add mnemonics to them, but it's a great foundation for making your own. Wanikani, not so much, because you're kind of just stuck. Like, what else is close to Ketsu? I honestly did think of ketchup as the closest thing to Ketsu. Or what's the closest thing to Sen? They Ko chose Centaur, which took me a while. It took me a while to think of Centaur or Sen. I usually think of like send, as in send someone something. Alright, so let's combine the 2 days and go over these, right? The last 2 days. This is what I hope to be a regular thing soon, where we would go back a couple days of mistakes. So let's start with this one. Summons, which was from yesterday. So you hold a sword to someone and say, obey the summon, the mouth that summons someone, like you're summoned to something, right? That's where that's coming from. So this is more of a rote memory thing. Let's go over the red ones. Zuo. Zuo was a block, right? We blocked it off. Make. Or no, not make. That's exactly what I blocked off. To do. Zuo. Gao was a typo. Right? Gao was a typo. Which is fine. We covered that. This was a mnemonic problem. Still a mnemonic problem. So to rent. Because here's one of the examples for inconsistent. It could be anyone who's giving a grain and a bookshelf in order to rent a house. But of all the characters is Zeus. Zeus is a god and he wants to rent a house, and the things he has to offer is a grain stock and bookshelf. Thank you, Daily Bot. Here's the Daily Bot. That reminds me I'm also live on Twitch right now. Very nice. So this one can be a little tough, and all I can think about right now is what picturing like Zeus conjuring up, or like, I don't know. This one's tough. It's tough like the current other characters. Rang was my bad. This shouldn't have been a mistake. That was a typo. Okay, and then we have Mao Mao Yi. Mao Mao Yi missed the Mao Mao Yi. I missed the silence in the middle. That's it's gotta remember it. We have no silence mechanic other than remembering its silence as part of the mnemonic. Itai was again and again, but the word they're looking for is repeatedly, which I blocked off with again. Itai. We're fine with that. Xing Ho. Xing Ho. So, again, this is successively. I'm gonna probably lean more right after. Or after one another. But firstly, after. This one's gonna be okay over time. We're blocking it off, basically. Ooh. This needs work. 思想 thoughts, and it's because I keep thinking of this as like, but I need to think of it as think. If I think about it as think, then I can get 思想 for thoughts. This one's an oopsie. I get it. My gut tells me it's my gut tells me it's canal, but it's sea transportation. Because it's a water thing attached to carry, and for canal is carry attached to water thing. Only it's a river. So 运河 versus 海运 right? So I remember where I was like, oh yeah, right. Gotta be careful. Right. Sea transportation. Okay. This will be okay over time. I think that I got that sorted out. And we blocked this one out too. With a lot of things that I would typically think of. So 百段 百段 missiles. 百段 right? Oh wait, hold up. Yeah. 百段 which is every means or everything. Just give it your all. Every way, all means. We're okay with that. So 4 within the last 3 days, right? Hopefully we continue to minimize that stuff, I guess. And then every time I'll have to start focusing on every time when it's not the primary, I'll try to think of what the primary is. Okay, so that's a wrap for HanziHero today. Not bad, not bad. I think there was one blip, but largely because I had 2 conflicting thoughts at the same time, which does occur from time to time. I don't want to blame it too much, but it's a thing that I juggle with all the time in my thoughts. Whenever I have 2 conflicting thoughts, it can be very immediate. So when I have a specific line of thought and then suddenly I lose it, and then I'm at somewhere else at the same time, and it happens very instantaneously. So that occurs. I say it's fairly rare, maybe like 2 or 3% of the time. I just suddenly lose my focus, and then it focuses on a different idea. All part of biology, I would say. All right, so that's a wrap for HanziHero in our traditional Chinese session. If you're gonna watch this later, 谢谢. Right? Always feel free to follow along, drop your hot takes, and be ready to discuss. Right? So for those who are only interested in Chinese, 大家下次见. I'm gonna get up, walk a little bit, stretch a little bit, and I'll be back for Spanish. Thank you.